Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome once again to bowling, and this week we are bowling at the Big Shot Lanes down in Musquodoboit Harbor. And I'm Scotty Kane, by the way, and my co-host this afternoon is Jennifer Cameron. And Jennifer, welcome to the program.
Thank you. It's glad to be here.
Jennifer says she hasn't done this for a while, so if we make any mistakes, I haven't done this for a while either. And we'll just carry on with the bowling, and as the bowlers come up here, this is going to be a mixed tournament. And we'll have 4 shows we're going to do here this afternoon. Our scorekeeper over there is going to be Cindy Manser for this afternoon, at least for this show. And we're all set to go with the bowlers here this afternoon. And as the bowlers come up, we'll give you a rundown on maybe their qualifying, and also we'll give you a rundown on their present average, their high single, and their high triple lifetime. So let's get on with the bowling here this afternoon as we bring up our first 2 bowlers of the afternoon. Brenda Townsend will be up along with Norma Hilchey. So we're all set to go here this afternoon. This is Norma Hilchey, and I think, Jennifer, you have some stats on Norma.
Yes, Norma lives here in Musquodoboit Harbor, and she does bowl out of the Big Shot Lanes. She's been bowling for 30 years, which is quite a long time. Oh, nice shot for Norma. She just spared up for 4 horsemen. And Brenda answers with the 4 horsemen. No, that is a tough shot to make here at this particular center.
Got a good start here this afternoon. Brenda with a spare, as well as Norma with a spare. So both of these bowlers have competed against one another quite a bit. And Brenda is from the Bowlerdrome, and Norma's from down here.
Yes, Norma's been bowling in the game quite some time, and she's been bowling many, many different centers. Oh, and what a nice strike
right back with a strike.
What a start.
Norma's putting the pressure on Brenda early, that's for sure.
Well, she does have half of them.
Brenda has an average of 94. She has a high single of 156 and a high triple of 354.
Norma also bowls with a 109 average, and her high single is 163 and a fabulous 396 triple.
Just a little shy of the old magic 400,
yes. It's so hard to get so close yet so far away. Up here on lane 7 is Robin Slomwhite. She bowls out of Webby's. Just off to the side there.
And this is Judy Jennings, is it?
Yes.
You can go ahead with her average.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's no problem. You just slap me every time I'm bad.
Robin bowls with a 98 average and a 142 high single with a 341 triple. And she's only been bowling for 1 year.
She bowls very well for just 1 year. This is Judy Jennings, and Judy has an average of 91, has a high single of 123 and a high triple of 330. She's from East Jador, bowls out of the Big Shot Lane. She's been bowling for 3 years.
Robin just had a nice 10 here on lane 7. And I think Judy might be a little nervous first time bowling.
TV. A lot of people first time on television, they get a little uptight, but after 3 or 4 times up there, they loosen up.
Well, it doesn't even have to be your first time on TV.
No,
you still get nervous. Right on the head pin. Judy's just off to the side there and takes
just a little off the head pin. She's starting to loosen up a bit.
She's getting there, yes. 9 for Robin.
Oh, just get down to the right-hand side.
Well, now that the first 2 boxes are over, it makes it a little bit more easier.
Get those old jitters out of the way.
Yes. And this is Suzanne Gesso here on lane 7. She's a youth bowler here at our center at the Big Shot Lanes. She's been bowling for 9 years with 104 average, a fabulous 151 single and a 364 triple.
Bowls very well. I have Gloria Lowe over here on my side, and Gloria, she has an average of 102 as a high single of 148, and she has broken the 400. Gloria has a 409 to her credit.
Wow. A nice 10 for Suzanne.
So we start off with a 10 and a 9.
Suzanne has a very consistent style. She throws the same ball every time.
Both ladies have a good shot at a spare here.
Oh, nice try. I take it.
Oh, she wobbled it and wouldn't go over.
She managed to get a 9 out of that.
I noticed Suzanne bowls off the opposite leg.
Yes.
Hard.
I often tease her and call her Goofy Foot.
That's a hard thing to break the habit. Once you start, well, you just don't. You don't break the habit.
No.
And if that's what you're used to, that's the best way to bowl. So.
Well, a lot of people, that's more comfortable for
Yeah.
them. This is Lisa Philpott here on lane 7. She's also a youth bowler here at our center, and she's only been bowling for 1 year. So far, she has an 83 average, a 120 single, and a 320 high triple.
And I have Susan Keating on my team over here, and she's from Gatesbrook. She bowls out of the big shot lane. She's been bowling for 11 years. She has an average of 98, a high single of 160, and a high triple of 352.
That 160 single happened to be the highest single in the center all year.
Really?
For the women, yes.
Just a little too fine. Had it been a little bit to the right, she would have had that.
She gets in the thick of it and pins out a 7. A good
And
nine.
Susan with a 9. Are you nervous, Jennifer?
Oh, yes.
Once you get out there and bowl, you'll loosen up too. I know.
Or make me more nervous, one or the other. Lisa's off to the side again. She needs to get on that front one. A little bit of luck there for Susan.
Yeah, the ball was down to the left-hand side, but got lots of action out of it. These games will be shown, I think, in October.
Yes.
So, and it's a long way from now. Actually, this is July that we're doing these shows. I'd like to say hello to my old partner, Vince Shepard. Vince has had some health problems, and hopefully his operation goes well and things will work out well for him. Hope to see him back. Hope to see him back in action by October, really.
We're wishing him all the best down here at Big Shot Lanes.
I know Vince is a good guy, and he's done a lot for this sport.
He's been around the sport for a long time.
Yeah, he is. He's a lot older than he looks, too. He'll love that. Now we get some of the men up here in action. Wouldn't you know, the men get the lanes mixed up, right?
Leave it to men, eh?
That's right. Yeah, we'll blame them. Now they're going back again.
Brenda Townsend is going to have these two very confused.
They'll be
They're
tired by
good.
the time they start.
This is Don Hilche up on lane 7. This is Norma's husband.
Well, he better bowl good because Norma's got quite a start on him. I've got Jerry Gesso over in my lane. Jerry has an average of 107, a high single of 185, and a pretty good high triple in here, 425. He's a coach with the YBC, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He does a lot of work for the YBC. Coaches in different areas, not only one group.
Jerry's from Porters Lake and bowls out of the big shot lanes. Has been around bowling for quite a number of years, about 25 years, he says.
Don's been bowling for 28 years. 2 years shy of Norma.
They've got a lot of experience between the two
Yes,
of them.
they do. Seems like everyone is going down the side so far. Can't get on that front one yet.
Well, Don picked up 7 on the mark there, Norma's mark, I must say. And that couple of Norma and Don are now 46. They're now 53 after 4. And just as soon as our scorekeeper moves there to one side, Brenda Townsend and Jerry Gesso, they're now at 41. 2 more of the gentlemen up here now. Oh, Gary's getting some late action down there.
That's going to help him out quite a bit.
Oh,
too.
yeah, for sure. He's got some good wood down there.
Strong on that single pin and should be gone.
He's a strong bowler, Gary.
Yes.
Got away from him. This is Howie Jennings over here on this side. He's got an average of 109, high single of 164, and a high triple of 435. He just got his first mark. Gary picked up a 10, and Howie Jennings comes out of there with a mark and picks up a spare.
Oh, Gary just has some wood in the gutter. Has to clear that out before he proceeds.
And he's going to have to reset.
Yes. Gary holds 111 average, and he's only been bowling for 5 years, which
He's an excellent bowler. He's been in a lot of competitions, and I don't think the television cameras bother him too much. He's pretty well set and does a good job every time we've had him on television.
Strong
He's been
concentration.
very, very good concentration. He's certainly set there with a nice 9-pin break. This is Howie, and Howie picks up
5 on his spare. Yes.
Yeah, I can't see the other. I can't see anyway.
Oh. I don't think I would have played it quite that low, but Gary did, and he ended up getting it anyway.
Well, Howie picks up a 9, and Gary Swicker picked up a spare that time, so he's open there. And we go down now to Joey Lowe over here.
And that's Gordy Goff bowling beside him on lane 7. Gordy's been bowling for 4 years, and he holds 102 average with a high single of 154 and a 353 high triple.
Well, he's no slow cheater then, is he?
No, he throws a really nice ball, lots of action on his ball.
I've got Joey Lowe over here. Joey has an average of 105, has a high single of 172, and a high triple of 389. Gordy has a shot here. That wood's going to help him some. There he gets it. Good shot. Got lots of people here today, Jennifer.
Quite a crowd.
Good
Quite
crowd.
a crowd. People around Musquodoboit Harbor like to support their local events. And
Good way to be.
yes.
This is a real nice community, a beautiful community in the summertime especially.
The people around here, they're just wonderful. They come in and they'll sit down and have a coffee with you and just have a nice, good old chat, and
They
very
seem,
caring.
yeah, seem
Very
to be very
caring.
down to earth.
Gordy has a nice 5 on that spare.
Oh,
big
big
strike.
mark there for Joey Lowe. I think Gordy might have made Joey a little mad there. He came up there and threw that one like he was mad.
Oh, what a nice 10 for Gordy Goff.
Now, what are these 8 couples, Jennifer? 4 of them will advance, right?
Yes. Where it's only a one-string affair, a lot of luck is going to have.
Yeah, that's for sure. And when we get down to the finals, that's a 2-string affair, right?
Yes.
See, you're the boss. I'm just working here.
This is Billy Cornelius up on lane 7 with a big strike. Starts off with a vengeance.
And this is Jeff Baker over on this side. Yeah, that was a hard one to answer to.
Billy has 125 average in this center.
He's a wicked bowler. I've seen him just once before, but ooh.
Sometimes he is just unbeatable. He just had 197 single.
Wow.
And that was bowled at the Eastern Bowling Center in Windsor. We were bowling in a mixed tournament. I was there to watch it. What a beautiful strike.
Oh, I can imagine.
Could do no
197.
wrong. Could do no wrong. He also bowled a 460 triple when he bowled 197. Just fabulous.
Yeah, not too bad at all. I think that's what I bowled all last year was 460.
And a double
Another
for
one.
Billy. When he bears down, he really bears
Wow,
down.
he is hot. Jeff's got a tough shot here. Jeff Baker is an average of 99, a high single of 134, and a high triple of 336. So he's got his work cut out for him rolling against Billy.
Yes.
So Jeff comes out of there with a 9. And we're right back up to the top of the order again.
Norma's involved in the AYB program here as well. She coaches the Bantam girls, and they just love her.
I
She
can
does
understand
very
why
good
she's a sweet
job.
lady. I've only worked with her once,
yes.
and very nice lady. You don't even have to talk to her. All you do is look at her.
Just
You know
look
that.
at her, yeah.
That's
Brenda
Brenda
has a nice
Townsend.
eight-pin drop there.
Brenda's been bowling very well, especially this year. She's been consistent around 95, and
Well,
she
that's
has-
the name of the game. As long as you're consistent,
That's right.
then
She's
you can.
one of the ones you can certainly count on to come through for a 95 to 100 all the time. Well, we had a bit of a break there, but we're back in the action now, and I guess I have Judy Jennings up there right
yes,
now.
Judy Jennings is on lane 7, and Robin Slomwhite is on lane 6.
I
Nice
better pay
8-pin drop
attention and
for
look at
Robin.
my sheets here so I know who these ladies
Yeah.
are.
Robin's bowling is in her blood. Her mother and father both bowl,
Really?
and very competitive bowlers. So it's no wonder that Robin does throw the ball she does. Nice shot.
She picks
for
up a mark.
Robin.
Well, the top half of this board is getting a little heavy now with all that marks on it. Judy Jennings, she's been bowling just 3 years. She bowls right here out of the big shot lane. She's from East Jador. She's married, has 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. And I see marked on here she has 7 grandchildren.
Right on time. Yes.
She's a busy lady.
And of that 7 grandchildren, there's a set of twins,
Oh, really?
infant twins. They keep
So that's
the family
twice as
pretty
busy.
Oh, yes. Robin gets another 8-pin drop. This time it's a 7-pin, 9-pin drop, sorry. And she just misses it.
Yeah, and probably if she had a touch that would have bounced over too.
I think she was debating that. You had to really make up your mind before you go and throw the ball.
So Jennifer, I guess I'm going to lose you to the next show, eh?
Yes, I'll be bowling in the next
bowling
show.
in the next show.
And Norma Hilty will be commentating that show.
Well, you're all over your jitters now, so you'll be bowling well.
I hope so.
So I've got Gloria Lowe coming up here. And Gloria is open on a strike by husband Joey. If you just joined us, folks, you're watching Bowling from the Big Shot Lanes. We are down here this afternoon televising 4 shows. Excuse me. And this is a mixed doubles tournament. And right now we're watching the ladies, and I have Gloria Lowe up there right now.
Gloria has a nice setup there. She's on that object pin. She just missed
Just
with
missed
the
it.
wood. Suzanne has a bit of pinning to do. As long as she gets 3 on the side, I think she'll be happy with that.
Yeah, she's probably hoping for a big 8 here. Well, she picked up 7. Got a couple of them. So Gloria picked up 8 on that mark. And 9 in the box. So they now stand at 53. After 5, they're 3 over.
Suzanne and Gordy are not far behind with the 51.
No, they're not.
And now
And
open
she
on a
just marked
strike.
2. Suzanne with a big one. Great big strike there.
Nice shot by Gloria.
We might have to send for more markers by the look of this book.
Yeah. Cindy looks like she's getting behind, trying to color them all in.
She's getting busy over there for sure. And 2 more of our ladies are now up. I have Susan Keating right now.
And Lisa Philpotts open on a Billy's double strike. And she gets a good 5 on the first strike, which brings it to 25 on that first strike. She gets a nice 7 on the next strike.
So they got 5 on the first strike, put them to 41 after 3. And 7 on the second strike. That's going to put them up to 58 after 4. They're 18 over. Nine in the box gives them 67. So after 5, they're 67.
Pretty safe to say that they are the top couple so far, but we are taking the top 4 couples going to the next show. So that's one thing that the bowlers have to keep in mind, that there's not just one couple to beat.
That's right.
They got more chances to get in there.
Oh, just misses that one.
She misses and gets a 9. But still, that brings them to 76 for 6, which is tied with Gary and Robin.
Gary Swicker and Robin are 76. Billy Cornelius and his partner are 76. And we're back to the men again.
All in all, the match is pretty close. You've got Norma and Dawn open on a spare right here. You know, Dawn's bowling on it on lane 6. Only manages to get 2 on that spare.
A little bit down on the right-hand side. This is Jerry Gesso right here. Ooh, Jerry just missed that one, too. That one's going to come back, take that pin, but it's still going to leave when it's rolling back, but it's not. I don't think it's rolling fast enough. It's just going to go back and stay.
Not quite. Sets him up for a nice 10. A little off to the right.
Oh, Don played the wood on that one. He was sure of getting one that way.
Safe 9 there.
So Norma and Don are off to a real good start there. They're 81 after 7. Puts them at 11 over. Brenda Townsend and Jerry Gesso are at 63. Here's Jerry. Gets a nice 7-pin break. Almost that 8th one wouldn't fall. Don got a little bit off to the left-hand side that time. Here's Jerry.
He ends up with an 8, Jerry Gesso. So Jerry and Brenda are 71 after the 8th frame.
71, and Norma and Don are 81. No, that was after 7 they were. So they get another 5. That's 86 they are. So they're still 6 over.
Brenda and Jerry need a nice mark to keep them in, too.
Yeah, they do. Now we've got Howie Jennings up there along with Gary Swicker. Oh, Gary got a late one there. He's got a bit of wood down there, but it's still a tough shot. Ooh, and Howie went right through the center.
I think if he plays that where it meets, he might send it over to the 7-pin. Just missed the front wood there. If he would, might have touched it.
Well, there's that's a good 7 to come out of there with a 7. Gary's making every pin count.
Not leaving too much of the lanes.
No, that's for sure.
Not at all.
That gives him 10. That puts that couple to 86 after 7.
First round, the men really have to bear down because where they're only bowling 4 boxes in actuality, the women are bowling 6. Gary has a nice setup.
Gary has a nice setup. That wood's going to help him. This is Howie Jennings. Oh, he hit that well enough. Oh. Pin not long enough when it came back.
No.
And a good 10 for Howie.
Brings Howie and Judy to 63 in the 8th box.
They need a mark too to stay in this. Here's Gary. A little off to the left, so he picks up a 9. And that's going to give them 95 after 8. And they have a little bit of a lead.
Yes, they do have a bit of a cushion to sit on.
Yeah.
Going in the last 2 boxes. Takes a little ease off Robin when she goes up to bowl.
I've got Joey Lowe up right now, and Joey, last time up, he had a big strike.
Both men are open on a mark here in the 6th frame.
He picked up 6.
Gordy has 1 more ball to work with
or
on
7.
a big strike.
7, I guess.
7 on Joey's mark.
They're doing well. The Lowe family there, they're 70 now after 6. And he's got a shot at another one. Ooh, just off to the right-hand side.
Gordy ends up with half of them on his strike. Brings him to 66 for the 6th.
Joey went down the same Looked like it had eyes. It went right in the same place. Oh, nice hit
Nice
here.
10 for Gordy.
Yeah, after 8, Jennifer, if you want to, we'll take a bit of a break and go down and run down the scores if you want to do the
Sure.
honors.
It's okay. I'll try to do my best anyway.
Well, your eyes are better than mine.
Joey has a nice 7-pin drop. Clear. Just has to go right at it.
Gordy got a little bit to the left-hand side. Let's see what Joey can do here. Joey's got a shot at another one here. Oh, way off to the right. He's right on the head pin, but didn't get much of a break on that. Joey picks up 8.
Good chance for a 9 here for Gordy. And he misses down the hole as well.
So Gordy picked up 7. Is going to give him that couple 83. And the lows are now at 85.
It's going to be interesting what Billy does here. He had 2 strikes last time he was up. Let's see if he can do it again.
Well, Jeff had some late action there.
Yes.
Here's Billy Cornelius.
Just off the front one.
Here's Jeff. Well, he gets it.
Missed it and got
Had to
it.
come in the back door, but they all
That's where
count.
that little bit of luck comes
That's
in.
right, that old 5%.
Billy does a lot of work here at the Big Shot Lanes for us. Yes, he has taught me a lot about the machines, and anytime we need him, he always comes in and helps us out a lot. We really appreciate him being around.
He certainly can bowl, that's for sure.
This
He's
is
a
where
hot
he
item.
grew up. His father built this center, actually.
Did he?
Yes. So Billy spent many hours in this center, well before we even got here.
Well, the way he throws that ball, he didn't take much time off, that's for sure. They had to reset over there for Jeff, and Jeff picked up a mark that time. He's on a spare right now. Besides bowling, Jeff's
Nice ball.
nice ball
Right
is
on that
right.
front
Picks
pin.
up a big 8.
The 5-pin does not want to fall.
Looks like he enjoys all kinds of sports. He plays softball and hockey, and whoa, Billy almost pulled off another one there.
These two men have the same break up here, just different angles of wood.
Oh,
Jeff
good
picks
hit,
up his.
Jeff. Jeff's coming on here.
Nice
He
shot
gets
by
it.
Billy.
Well, Jennifer, quickly, if you want to give them a little bit of a rundown, we can go from the top
Norm
to the
and Don
bottom.
are sitting at 86 in the 8th box. They're pitting very well with the exception of their 5 box there. Robin and Geary are 95 in the 8th with 2 marks. Suzanne and Gordy are 83 in the 8th with 2 marks. Lisa and Billy is 95 and open in the 8th box. And Brenda and Jerry, they're 71 in the 8th, needing a mark here. And Howie and Judy, they're 63 in the 8th. Also, they should pick up 2 marks to stay with everyone else. And Gloria and Joe Lowe, they're 85 in the 8th, and Susan and Jeff Baker are 81 and open in the 8th. So everything's pretty close there.
Yeah, there's the only one with a real edge, and well, Billy Cornelius and what's her first name?
Lisa Philpott.
Lisa. They have 95, and they're open. And Gary Swicker's team is 95, so they're those two have a little bit of an edge. But other than that, it's kind of open for third and fourth place.
Yes.
Right now, you're watching Norma Hilche and Brenda Townsend. Norma just had an 8 that's going to give her, and that, her team is 94, and they're 4 over. And Brenda Townsend, Jerry
Norma
Jesso.
wants to get 1 out of this. Give at least a 9.
Ooh,
She goes right through the hole.
right through the hole. Picks up an 8, which is going to give them 102, I think.
2. They've got a battle going on with Suzanne Jesso, Gordy Goff, and Gloria and Joe Lowe as well. They're very close, those 3 scores. Judy's on that front pin.
Good hit for Judy. I'd like to see her spare here. Mark it up. Oh,
A little bit harder. I think that would have gone for
I
Robin.
think so. Yeah, Robin just missed that one. Oh,
Judy was very close to that.
and Robin picks up a 10. That's going to give them 105. So they look like they're going to get in. And a 10 for Judy.
Nice 10.
That puts them at 73. She'd have to mark going out here. She needs it. They actually need a couple of marks to
At
make
least
it
a
count.
double. But it'd be nice to for her to leave on a good note.
Wouldn't
with
it?
A spare
Yeah, I'd like to
strike.
see her mark for sure. Here's Robin. Oh, punches that one right through the center.
Judy's only been bowling for 3 years herself.
Well, she's doing what you're supposed to do. Take one side at a time and pin it out. Well, Judy gave it a try. Now she picks up 9 for Robin. That's going to give them a 114. Judy with a 9.
Howie and Judy, they did struggle this string. They were one of our top qualifiers. We had qualifying here at the Big Shot Lanes. They qualified with a 562.
Really?
So obviously they are better
Just
bowlers than what you
just
see.
wasn't their day. That's all.
Wasn't their day.
That
Little
can
nerves
happen,
there
can it?
too. Yeah.
Have you had those days, Jennifer?
Oh, many a day. You have to take the good with the bad when it comes to this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is Suzanne Jesso and Gloria Lowe, and Gloria picks up a mark.
That's going to help Gloria and Joe quite a bit. They were pretty close to Norma and Dawn. Now Suzanne
picked
needs
up
a
a
mark
9
here.
for 92, and Gloria picked up a mark. You must remember, folks, we're taking the first 4 couples out of this. Here's Gloria. Oh, right through the center. Picks up 4 on her mark. Oh, and Suzanne goes through the center. And Gloria, I think.
Seven's going to look very good for Gloria right now.
Well, a 4 box for Suzanne. That's certainly not going to help them. That gives them 96. Let's see what Gloria can do. Oh, she picked up one. Yeah, one more pin. So that's going to give her a 5.
That's a hard out for both
Is
of
it?
those
For
ladies.
both of those ladies is
It's
right.
hard to do it in the last box like that.
Well, that gave her 104. So the lows end up with 104. So they're going to find it hard to get in here.
This is on that front pin. What a hard break to spare. She'll be happy to get a 9 out of this break.
Well, an 8.
And Susan ends up with a 9.
An 8 for Lisa, and that puts them at 111. And Susan had a 9, and they're at 94. Susan actually needs a mark, I think, Jennifer, to get in here. Maybe not.
Well, it definitely wouldn't hurt anyway.
Yeah. Billy Cornelius' team looks like they'll get in. Robin Slomwhite and Gary Swicker. Oh, big mark. Wow. Well, Susan's got her work cut out for her here. Oh, she missed it.
Just off her object pin.
Billy
She can
Cornelius.
pin out an 8 or a 9 out of this, maybe a 10. She gets her ball in there.
Well, a 10 here could possibly tie her for the last spot. Not going to do it. Going to
Not
give her
today.
8. That's going to give them 102.
Billy and Lisa ended up to be the top competitors with the 120. Second spot goes to Robin Slomwhite and Gary Zwicker with a 114. And third spot is Joe and Gloria Lowe with a 104.
We have a tie for 4th.
We have a tie for 4th.
And what takes place now?
They'll have to go into a 2-box roll-off. Maybe the women bowl in 1 box and the men bowl in 1 box, and the total score after 2 boxes.
That's probably what we'll have to do then. So we're on the scoreboard right now, and Norma Hilchey and Don Hilchey ended up with a 102, and they're going to have to go into a roll-off with Susan Keating and Jeff Baker. And I guess we'll have to do that right now.
Yeah.
So in
I
first
guess they're gonna
place,
send the men up to do a
the men are
2-box
gonna do it,
roll-off.
eh?
Yes.
so we have Lisa Philpott and Billy Cornelius. They finished first with a 120. Robin Slomwhite and Gary Swicker with a 114. The Lows, Gloria and Joe, finished third with a 104. And we have a tie for 4th place. And the tie is between Norma Hilchey and Don Hilchey and Susan Keating and Jeff Baker. So we're going to have to go into a roll-off. 2-box roll-off?
2-box roll-off, yes, 2-box roll-off.
This will decide the 4th place. This table keeps slipping a little bit, and it keeps getting away from me.
It's an awful spot to be in a roll-off, especially on a TV position. 2-box.
So we've got Don Hilchey and Norma Hilchey, and I guess the men are going to do the roll-off, are they?
Apparently so. That's what we're being told anyway, so
Well, we'll
to
just
go with the flow
yeah.
on that one.
We'll just do what we're told. This is Jeff Baker.
On that front one with Jeff Baker. Still falling down there.
Oh, and got some wood to help him.
Looks good.
And
I
Don
think
got
I'd go
off.
higher to the red band on that wood and should carry it right back into the 7-pin.
Oh, and he missed
Just
it
misses.
altogether. Well,
Dawn can only manage up 5 of those 10 pins down there.
well, he gets it this time.
Dawn has to have a big mark here to
Dawn
keep up
needs a
with
mark.
Jeff.
That's right. Dawn only managed a 5, and Jeff with a big 10. Jeff had a real good shot at a spare there, which probably would have put it away, but he left the door open for Dawn, so let's see what Dawn can do. Oh, Dawn's off to the right.
Jeff's
Oh,
on that
big
front
hit.
one once again. Just missed that spare, Jeff did.
Hit a good shot both times for spares, Jennifer. But he picks up a 10. So that's going to put them in.
Yes, that's a big, they didn't drop a pin when he was up there, and that's the best thing to do, especially when your opponent is not marking beside you.
That's right.
So 4th spot goes out to Susan Keating and Jeff Baker.
So we have our 4 teams that are going to advance now. Finishing first, Lisa Philpott, or Phil Pitt, I guess it is.
Yes.
Billy Cornelius with a 120. Second was Robin Slomwhite, Gary Swicker with 114. Third place went to the Lows, Gloria and Joe with a 104. And after the roll-off, I guess it's going to be Suzanne Keating and Jeff Baker. Jeff came through there with a pair of 10s, defeating Don Hilche, who had 2 bad boxes really for Don, a 5 and a 6.
Yes.
But Jeff came through with a big 20 there, 2 10s, and that's going to give them 4th place, and they will advance. So we're going to wrap things up here for this show, but we'll be back with another semifinal show very soon. So for my co-host for this show, Jennifer Cameron, and myself, Scotty Kane, it's goodbye for now from the Big Shot Lanes in Musquodoboit Harbor. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome once again to the Big Shot Lanes here in Musquodoboit Harbor. My name is Scotty Kane. I'm with my co-host this afternoon, and I'd like to welcome her. This is her first time doing this, Norma Hilche.
Hello.
So Norma's going to help us here this afternoon, and believe me, she knows more about this game than I ever will know. So we're going to count on her for a few things, and if we happen to get our words crossed here, don't worry about it. The show is going to go on. So we've got our bowlers all ready here this afternoon. This is a mixed doubles competition, and we're going to have lots of fun. We have 4 last week, 4 teams who have advanced, and we have 8 teams again here this afternoon, and 4 teams will be advancing into the semifinals, and we're pretty well all set to go here this afternoon. And coming up will be Carrie Ketty, and Carrie will be first up, along with Lorna Leibold. So we're all set to go here this afternoon with our first bowlers. We're all set to go. Carrie Ketty, she has an average of 102. She has a high single of 159 and a high triple of 356.
Yeah. Now we have Lorna. Lorna has a high average of 109. A lifetime single of 167 and a triple of 402.
402. Pretty nice triple, eh?
Yeah.
Well, Carrie starts off things this afternoon here with a mark.
Yeah.
The first mark of the contest. And here's Lorna Leibold.
Oh, nice 10,
Lorna.
Nice 10. Yeah. You can always count on Lorna. She's an old pro at this.
She certainly answered the call that time.
Yes. Lorna's competed in the Sackville Super Bowl
Oh, has she?
tournament a few times.
She bowls out of
yeah.
the Big Shot Lanes?
Yes.
I see. I don't think I've seen Lorna bowl before, but I've seen Carrie
Have you?
Carrie Ketty.
Yeah.
She's been in bowling in a couple of contests that we've had on television, so she's a little bit used to the cameras.
Lorna bowls with the Nova Scotia Building Supplies team,
I say.
tournament team.
Oh, and picks up a mark.
Nice mark. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Carrie gets a 9. She had 6 on her spare, so that's going to give her 25 after 2. And Lorna, she had a 10 and then came right back, so she's open. And we go to our next two ladies.
Oh, yes, I should have had them separate.
I have Donna Lowther over here.
And,
Lowther, Lowther. Lowther, I guess it is.
Yes. And I have Noreen Allison.
I've seen Noreen bowl a couple times,
Yes.
too, on some TV shows.
Yes.
Donna has an average of 86, has a high single of 128 and a high triple of 300. She bowls out of the big shot lanes, and actually she's just started to bowl. This is her first year at bowling.
Yes. Noreen has an average of 100 and a high single of 144 and a high triple of 352. She's a good one. She bowls a lot of tournaments too.
I've seen her bowl quite a bit.
Yeah.
She's pretty good under pressure,
Oh yes.
and she's got an edge in the in experience here too.
Yes, she has. Yeah.
A little bit of trouble with the balls there, but we'll get those straightened out. Certainly is a beautiful area down here, Norma.
Yes.
It's just gorgeous down here in the summertime. Actually, we're taping this show in July. It won't be seen until in October, I'm told. But if you could be with us here this afternoon, it's about 90 degrees, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. The drive down here is worth it, for sure.
Well, I'm a bit prejudiced because I'm a native.
Well, you're allowed to be.
I live here.
Here's Noreen. Oh, a good hit for Noreen.
Yeah.
Noreen picks up her first mark of the day. And a 10 for Donna.
Donna, yeah.
So Donna picks up a 9 and a 10 for 19, and Noreen Allison grabs an 8 and then a spare, and she's open.
Okay. So.
And the co-host with me the last show, Jennifer Cameron, is now bowling in this show, and this is Jennifer up there right now. She's been bowling for 15 years. Sort of grew up with bowling, Jennifer did. And you have Janice
I have
Doucette.
Janice Doucette. Janice must bowl out of Bolodrome, does she?
Yes, she does,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, I see here she has an average of 97, a high single of 143, and a triple of 347. Good ball. Oops. Curved a little straight on her.
Jennifer Cameron, she has an average of 107, has a high single of 167, and she's already broken into the 400 with a 402. Great little bowler.
Oh,
I guess she gets time to practice here too, eh?
yes, I think. Although I'm in a lot, and I don't see her practicing all that much.
She
guess
works
if I
pretty
was here,
hard, I guess.
I'd be practicing more. Oh, there's.
This is sort of a mixed competition between a lot of members from the Bolodrome and a lot of members from the Big Shot Lanes. And while we have a chance here, we want to promote both of these places here. I know the Big Shot Lanes certainly welcome the cameras down here, and hope we get more coverage from the Big Shot Lanes. And the Bolodrome, when you see the show in October, they'll be in full swing of the Bolodrome. They have night leagues, they have adults leagues, and they have seniors with special discounts. And anyone who likes to bowl, you know, they can join one of the night leagues at the Bolodrome, or you can join one of the leagues right here at the Big Shot Lanes. So we'd like to certainly promote bowling as a game and as a sport in both of these lovely Bolodrome and the Big Shot Lanes here in Musquodoboit.
Oh, didn't start it yet there. So now you have
Well, I have Cindy Manser up there right now. Cindy was marking score in the last game, but now she's donned the shoes and out there.
I have Maureen Beeler, whom I've seen bowl on TV.
Maureen's a
Go
great
to
little
the-
bowler.
Go to the Bowladrome. Yes, she is. I've seen her throw
Oh,
pretty high
she
scores.
throws some big games.
Yes, she does.
Cindy bowls right out of the big shot lanes here. She's been bowling for 21 years. And she has 2 children. She's married. Justin is 10 and Mark is 8. She's got some other hobbies here. She does some cake decorating. She has an average of 108, a high single of 147, and she also has a 400 to her credit, high triple of 400 even.
Maureen Beeler has 107 average, a high single of 151, and a 372 triple.
She's been bowling for a lot of years. She doesn't look much older than the years she's been
No,
bowling.
she doesn't. She sure doesn't.
No, she's quite a little girl. She works at the
She must-
Bowladrome part-time.
She must have started as a student, because I
Yes,
see
she
here
did.
she's still a student. Yeah. And she says she's single and happy.
Well, that can happen. Well, Cindy picked up a 7 in the first box, and Maureen picked up a 9. Maureen certainly has a hard job here
Yes,
for a
she
spare.
does,
This is a
yes.
toughie. And
Oh,
she
it's a
finds
good
the center. She
try.
goes right through.
Yeah.
This
Nice
is Cindy.
been hit to have that, get it
Oh.
like that.
It just kills you when you hit that head pin and they split
does
like
it
that.
ever.
Well,
Oh,
she
good
manages a nice
cleanup.
8.
Yeah.
A good 8. So Maureen with a 9 and an 8 picks up 17 after 2, and Cindy Manser with 8 and 7 is 15. And now we have some of the gentlemen here this afternoon. We have Alf Hopkins up there. Alf has an average of 108, high single of 174, and a high triple of 396, just 4 shy of that magic 400.
Well, I have Terry Arnold, and he has a bowling average of 97, a high single of 151, and a triple of 351. He's only been bowling for 4 years, so I would imagine.
Well, he's a relative
see him
newcomer
pick
to
up.
this.
Yes. Terry has here.
Oh, good hit.
Oh, yes. Terry says he's going to the slow pitch nationals in Newfoundland on August 2nd.
Really?
He's down here.
So
Yes.
he's
a ball player.
Ball player.
Yes.
Well, he better be a good one, because over on the other side, Alfie Hopkins is a softball umpire. So
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'd like to get just a little plug in here about our lanes.
you just go right ahead.
I've bowled in a lot of lanes in this province, and there's not one that has a diner with the cooks that we have here. You can get a meal here if you come here for a tournament.
Really?
Full meal, fries, fish and chips, dessert, the works. And we've got a cook, we've got Carol Young and Donna Lothar. Beautiful cooks. Yeah, you get a real nice
meal.
meal. Yeah.
Well, it certainly is a friendly place, I must say, because the minute that I came here, everybody is just so willing to help and makes a difference. This is Terry.
Yeah. Yeah. Lorna cheering on her partner.
I see. Well, that can certainly help that cheering on,
Yes,
for sure.
it sure does. Gives you a lot of confidence when you're up there, when you know you've got the crowd behind you. Yeah.
Well, Alf was doing a little bit of footwork up there.
Yeah.
It helped a little.
Oh, good try. Another one.
Well, he picks up a 10.
Yeah.
So that's going to give Kerry Getty and Alfie Hopkins 44 now after 4.
I think Terry caught the channel on that shot that they call it.
Yeah, they gave him a 9.
They gave him a 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he caught the channel, yeah.
So they are now 53, yeah? A couple of spares.
Yeah.
And I go now to Greg Cameron. Greg's been bowling for 8 years, bowls right out of here at the Big Shot Lanes, has an average of 123. High single, 193, and a high triple of 435. Those are pretty impressive stats, I'll tell you.
Oh, they are. Now I have Junior McKay, and Junior's been bowling 15 years, and he has 106 average, 156 single, and a 396 triple. That's the same as mine.
Well,
Can't get that other 4
no.
pins.
Wouldn't you like to do it all?
Yeah.
Well, Greg picked up a 9, and I think Junior picked up a 7, I think.
Yeah, yes, he did, yeah.
Greg was the New England YBC champion. He's certainly got a lot of championships to his credit. He was the Shaw Cable champion in 1994 for the men's singles.
Junior's a welder. He works at the shipyards he has down here, and he lives down here.
He seems like quite a
on the shore.
character.
Oh, yeah, he
Everybody
lives
knows
down on
Junior.
the shore. He lives in Lake Charlotte. Bowls out of Big Shot Lanes, of course.
Of course, right. Well, Junior picks up a 9. And Greg ended up with an 8. So Junior and Noreen Allison are 35 after 4.
Yeah.
And Mr. Cameron and his partner are now 36.
Yeah.
And we have 2 more gentlemen up here right now. I have Dave Schumann.
Yes. Do I have Everett Sampson?
You have Everett Sampson.
Okay. Right.
That's right. Some of these people are unfamiliar to you,
Yes,
as well
yes,
as me.
yes.
And,
Yeah.
so in some cases, we're guessing here. We should have name tags on them.
Yes. Yeah.
Dave Schumann, he's from Musquodoboit Harbor. Bowls out of the Big Shot Lanes. Only been bowling a year. Has an average of 100, high single of 140, and a high triple of 370.
Wow.
So bowling very well.
Very good, yes, yes. Everett has here, he's been bowling for 14 years. And it shows down there, doesn't it?
Yes,
Just
he's
picked up a spare.
Yeah, just picked up a spare.
Yes. He has an average of 102, so they're pretty
Pretty well matched as far
well
as
matched.
that's concerned.
161 single and a 345 triple. And he bowls out of the Bowlerdrome.
Yeah,
Some
he's
good bowlers
quite
coming out of there.
quite a steady bowler too.
Yes, yes.
I see Dave Schumann is engaged to Jennifer Cameron.
Yes.
Quite a few other hobbies too. He plays hockey, he plays softball. He also does some woodworking. So.
Yeah, I see Everett is a mechanic here. He doesn't say where, but I'll bet he can.
Oh yeah, he looks like someone that could fix
Yes, he
fix
does.
things for sure.
Yes.
Well, Dave Schumann, we're going to give him some advice. He'll have to cut now that he's going to marry Jennifer.
Yeah.
He'll be cutting back on the hockey, cutting back on the softball,
Right.
and he'll have to add to the woodworking, won't he?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And Everett there got another spare.
Well, Everett's going right to town here.
See
He's
Everett.
Dave Schumann picked up a pair of 9s, so he and Jennifer are now at 36.
Yes.
Janice to set. And Mr. Sampson, he's back-to-back spares.
Yeah.
That puts them at 40 and open. And I have Corey Manser now. He must be the other half of the Manser battle
That's
there, is
right, yes. Now I have Charles Beeler.
he? That's Maureen's dad.
Yes. Oh, I see.
Looks
Wow.
more like her
That's
brother.
nice.
He's
Yeah, doesn't
he's a
he?
very young man.
Oh, he certainly is now. We know why she looks so young.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, he's passed
Yeah,
that on for sure.
Certainly, yes. Doesn't look old enough to have a daughter that age.
No, he certainly doesn't, does he?
Oh. Yeah.
Well, Corey Manser, he has an average of 95, has a high single of 145, and a high triple of 351.
And Mr. Beeler has an average of 104 and a high single of 151 and a high triple of 397. He's struggling for those 3 pins.
Well, oh yes, he sure is.
Yeah, there's a lot of them up there in the
He struggles a lot of times to beat Maureen too.
Yeah, I bet.
She can bowl pretty well.
Yes. Yeah.
Corey was right on the head pin, but didn't get much of
Yeah.
a break on that.
Oh dear, there's
Another
another
one,
met.
right on the head pin, but
Another
straight
mess,
through.
Yeah. That's discouraging when
Oh.
you get down there and you do that. You have a lot of pressure to pin out.
Ooh, Corey just, oh, it's going to go.
Yeah.
So Corey picks up a mark.
Oh. Maybe you'll pick up a 9 out of this. I always think if you can come out of a break like that with a
Yes.
9 or a 10, you're doing miracles. Oh, yeah, there you got a good 9.
I guess, Norma, what happens here is 4 teams advance now from this to take on the other 4 teams that advanced.
Yes.
And I think that's going to be a 2-string total.
All right.
Yeah. So I think that's
Yeah.
how that's going to work.
Good. Yeah. Now,
So we're back to the top of the order again.
I have Lorna up over here again.
Lorna Labo,
Yeah.
and I have Kerry back. Kerry
Yes.
Ketty, she's back up here. I have real trouble with that name, Kerry Ketty.
Ketty.
Yeah. I want to say Kerry Getty for some reason.
Yes. Ketty. Lorna works at Sobeys in the produce department. She keeps it looking pretty nice. She works at head to door. It's a nice and handy home for her.
Here's another lady here. She says she's single and loving it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that, eh?
I'm beginning to wonder here.
Yeah. Lorna's married and has 2 lovely children.
Has she?
They're both into bowling. Lorna likes softball, too.
Yeah, she looks like she could be pretty athletic.
Lorna's going down to the World's,
Oh, is that right?
championships, yes. I don't know where they're being held, but somewhere down in the States.
In softball,
I think
eh?
it's, no,
In bowling? Oh, is she?
Yes, I think it's she's going with Cynthia Schofield, and she's Cynthia's taking the team down.
Oh, that'll be an experience for her, for sure.
They went last year, and they did very well.
Did they?
Yes.
Well, Kerry picked up an 8 and a 9, and that's going to put her and Alfie at 61 after 6, so they're 1 over.
Yes.
And Lorna and Jerry Arnold, Lorna picked up a 9 and a 7. That puts them at 69, so they're 9 over, so they're doing quite well, too.
Yeah. So now I have Noreen Allison bowling here again.
Noreen and her partner,
Yeah,
Junior, are
Junior,
at 35 after 4.
Yeah.
And I have Donna Lowther. Donna and her partner, Gary Cameron, they're at 36. Or Greg Cameron, I should say.
Yeah. I'd like to say how happy we are to have the Cameron family down here running these lanes.
Well, they
make
certainly have done a
everyone
great
so
job, haven't
welcome.
they?
And bowling has certainly come up. They're really into youth bowling. The program is really, really...
Where it all starts,
Oh,
eh?
yes. Excellent. We really love them. They're such friendly people.
Well, they certainly have done a great job here,
Yeah.
and the place looks great.
Yeah.
If it looks great, you got a nice family running it and good cooks. What more can you ask for, eh?
Oh, boy, we've got it all. Yeah.
Donna picked up a 10.
Nice head pin hit. Noreen.
Noreen had a nice hit, 9-pin break.
Oh, Donna. Donna's a relatively new bowler.
She is, yes.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
hasn't been bowling
She's
quite a
doing
year
all
yet.
right. She's doing pretty well.
She
Make
picked up
her
a
TV debut.
That's right. We're trying to make her star, aren't we?
Yes. Oh,
Oh, good hit.
yes. What
Beautiful
a
hit.
Boy, oh boy. Yes, Donna's one of our cooks. I was telling you about the cooks those good meals.
Oh, is that right? Well, we
Yes.
better be nice to her.
That's
hey?
right. Yeah.
Well, she picks up a 10.
She told me to say nice things about her.
Oh, okay. We will.
Yes.
She picked up another 10, and that
Yes,
gives
it's
her
very
and
good.
her partner, Greg Cameron, 56.
Yes.
And Noreen Allison and Junior McKay now are at 53, so they're quite close. Well, I've got Jennifer
you've got
Cameron coming up
Jennifer.
over here on this side, and
I must have Janice Doucette.
Yep, you've got Janice Doucette.
Yes. Janice Doucette says she's a ward clerk at the Nova Scotia Hospital. And she's single for 2 more weeks.
for 2. She didn't say she was loving it, though, did she?
No.
Well, Jennifer had a good 7-pin break there, and she's got some wood to help her.
Yes.
Ooh, just missed it.
Very good try.
Just missed it. Oh, Janice picks up a nice 10.
Yes.
And Jennifer comes right back with a 10.
It's looking pretty close up there. so far,
I'm
isn't
telling you, it is.
Yes,
There's not too many
yeah.
big runaway scores.
No, that's right.
Jennifer and Dave Schumann are now at 46 after 5. And Janice Doucette and Everett Sampson, they've got a little bit of an edge, but not much. They're at 53.
Yeah. Oh,
There's Jennifer
yes.
giving that little arm
Boy,
shake that she gives.
Boy, yeah.
She's got a nice
Jennifer
setup
will
here.
know this.
Yeah, you can almost mark this
Yeah.
one.
Oh, there was a good try over there for Janice.
Well, they're still falling for Janice down
Yes.
there.
Yes.
There's one for Jennifer.
Jennifer to have that. Jennifer's, we have a pro league here too, which is relatively new, and Jennifer bowls in the pro league. We have a mixed pro league. We have
She's
lot
a
of
very
fun.
good competitor.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Well, I went in and asked for a Coke, and I think they're trying to drown me here. They gave me, I think I'm staying till next Tuesday.
Well, they wanted to be good to you, see.
I think they
wanted to treat you good. It's really nice, you know, to have a show at the Big Shot Lanes. It's wonderful. This is a first for
Well, I
this
hope it's
LA.
not the last.
Oh,
eh?
I hope not, too. I hope I get the chance to try again, too.
Oh, I imagine you will. Well, that was Cindy
Yeah.
Mansour that you just saw there, and she had a nice 8-pin break. And over on the other
Maureen.
side is Maureen Beeler.
Oh,
Maureen
what
just
a
missed that
good
spare.
Try. That's one of the ones they say is robbery. When you
That's
hit
right.
like that and it doesn't go. Oh, yes, she got her 10.
Good 10 for Maureen. She
Yeah.
concentrates very
Yeah,
well.
Yeah.
And a nice 10 for Cindy.
Nice 10 for Cindy. Yeah. Maureen, I'm just reading her sheet here. She says she likes aerobics, cheerleading, and men. My kind of girl.
Yeah, she's a very honest little girl. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh, not much of a break there.
Should have had that. It's a nice hit.
Cindy's got a toughie here.
Yeah. Oh, what
She's-
a good try. Yeah, good try. Yeah.
Not much of a break there.
No.
Well, Cindy picked up an 8, and that gives them 57 now after 6. And Maureen picked up a pair of 10s, and they are now at 55. And we're back now to the men.
Yeah. So if I have my sheets in order here, I should have Terry Arnold.
Well, I think you do.
I think I do.
Sometimes it's hard to keep those in order.
Yes. Yes.
And I've got Alf Hopkins up here.
Mhm.
This is the ball player and the umpire.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Says Terry works at Classic Seafood. Gee, I wonder if they've got any lobsters and scallops down there. I love those.
We'll have to
Yeah.
stay on the good side of him, too.
Yes.
Here's Terry. Just missed the object pin there. See what Alf can do. Alf's got a shot at one here. Can get this over. Ooh, right up over the top.
What a try. Yeah. Terry's only been bowling 4 years.
He bowls very well.
Yes, he does.
If he stays at it, he'll be
a
a
97
real good
average.
bowler.
He'll be yes. Yeah. I wonder what position he plays on his slow pitch. Whether he's,
I don't know. You
whether
said
he's
he's
a
going.
pitcher.
I don't think he might be.
Yeah, he's going to Newfoundland to the Slow Pitch Nationals. I have some other friends that are going to that too.
Oh, really?
Some of the wives.
Well, Alfie picked up a 9, and their team is now 70. They're even par.
Ooh,
Terry.
Boy.
Came back and wobbled it, wouldn't go. He's got
That
a great
was a
setup.
breath holder.
Got a great setup.
Yeah.
Here's Alf.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Good hit for Alfie,
yes.
too.
Late
He's got
falling
a good
pins,
shot at one,
gave
too.
him a good setup. Yeah.
Let's see what Terry can do with his.
Mm.
He gets it.
Yeah.
So that puts
Good,
his
yeah,
team at
yeah.
Lorna Laybolt and Terry Arnold. They are at 89 and open
Yes.
after 8.
Yeah.
Let's see what Alfie does.
Oh, my. That's another one they have to call the police on.
Bit of
Another robbery, as they say. He sure hit that pretty well.
And a good hit for
Yeah.
a 10.
Yeah.
So Kerry and Alf are now at even par 80, so they're doing very well.
Yes. Yeah.
And I go down now to Greg Cameron.
And I have Junior McKay on lane 7. Oh. Yeah.
Greg's team is at 56 and Junior's team is at 53, so only 3 pins separating them.
Yeah. He's got other sport or hobbies here. Love ball.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big hit.
Grand.
Good hit for
shot.
Greg.
Yeah. Greg is doing wonderful here. Greg had a very serious accident this spring.
Yes, I didn't realize
Yes,
that. Jennifer
yes.
was telling me that.
Very,
and,
very bad, yeah. But he's come a long way.
He's come back quite well,
He
eh?
has, oh, definitely. I don't think it's going to hurt his bowling at all. He's right back in there. Yeah.
That was in early this year?
Yeah, February.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Certainly didn't hurt him there for sure.
Certainly not. No. Good going.
So Greg Cameron marks in both boxes, comes up there with a big spare, and then strikes on the spare. Certainly put the pressure on Junior.
Yes. Yeah.
Junior will wish he was back Weldon this afternoon.
Yes, that's right. In the summer down here, we have a Paul Jones on Thursday night.
Oh, do you?
Yes, we don't have a lot of people, but we have a lot of competition.
A lot of fun, too.
Yeah, a lot of fun, yeah. So just give them a little plug and everybody come out and make the numbers bigger.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more people, the more fun.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You're getting in a lot of plugs here this afternoon.
Well, I made a little list.
And you're checking it twice.
Yeah.
We've got Dave Schumann up there right now, along with Jeff Sampson.
Oh, yes.
Everett Sampson, yeah.
Yes. I forgot to flip over the sheet.
Oh, that's all right.
Getting my plugs in. Yeah. Oh, ho. Everett Sampson says he's single for 2 more weeks. I wonder,
well,
wonder
he
now,
just-
there was a female here that
That's
said
right.
she was single for 2 more weeks. I wonder. if
Just
there's
never know.
anything- Yeah.
Ooh, Dave went right through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Everett hit that pin
boy,
and
I thought
bounced
that
right
was
around it.
gone. Yeah. Yeah.
So Everett picks up a 9, and that puts.
Good recovery for Dave. Yeah.
Good recovery. Yes, he
Yeah.
picked up an 8.
Yeah.
And Jennifer and Dave are now at 66, and Janice Doucette and Everett are at even par 70. There's still no big runaway leader.
No, that's right.
Although Greg Cameron and Donna Lowther,
Yes. Yeah.
they are in pretty good shape. They're
Yeah.
86 and open after 8.
And Lorna and Terry Arnold are 89 and open. Yeah.
They're in pretty good shape
Yeah.
too.
I think the other 2 places are up for grabs.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
sure are. There's still no
Very
run.
close.
A couple of marks either way can still
Yeah.
put people in here.
Oh, yes.
If you just joined us at home, folks, you're watching the doubles competition. And my partner here is trying to cause trouble. her microphone just went haywire on her.
I'll hold it up.
So she
If anything would happen, it could happen to me.
there's no big panic here.
Now, how am I going to flip the sheets if I have to hold
I
this?
thought she was going to leave the scene on me there for a minute.
It's not going to stay. I'll have to hold it. That's all right. I'll hold it up.
I've got Corey Manser up right now, and he's going against Charlie
And
Beeler.
Charlie Beeler,
Charles
right,
Beeler.
yeah.
Maureen's dad.
Yeah. Maureen's dad's a carpenter. He should know how to get those pins down.
That's right. Oh, we're
Yeah.
coming with some.
Yeah.
The duct tape is into action again here. I thought she was mad at me for a while. She was going to hit me with the microphone or something.
Oh boy, what did Charlie do over there while I
Charlie
was
got a spare.
distracted?
And Corey, that ball got down in the gutter, so he'll end up with a 7 on.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see now.
Good thing for duct tape, eh?
Yes, thank goodness. I guess I can let go now. There I have.
Well, we're back in action now.
Terrible just to have one hand, you know.
You don't realize till it happens. Eh?
That's right.
Well, he's on a spare. Oh, and he only picked
dear,
up 1 on
only
it.
one. What a shame. I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Well, Maureen will be talking to
Yeah.
him now, you can imagine.
Yes, yeah. Oh, well, that can happen. He wouldn't be the first, or he
No.
won't be the last. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
he'll
got
make a
away
big
from him.
recovery here, probably.
Oh, yes. Look
There's
at
the big
this
recovery.
on
Look at
it.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
there. So I guess Maureen will
He
let him
heard
off
it.
the hook.
Well, she probably will now.
Yeah.
She probably said something that we didn't hear in between
It
times
could be.
there.
Yeah.
Well, Corey just has to pin out here to stay in this competition, get as many as he can. Oh, we get down to the right-hand side.
Yeah.
So Corey picks up a 6.
6, yeah.
That's going to give them 70 after 8.
76.
So from the top of the list down, Ketty and Hopkins have 80 after 8. Lowther and Cameron are 86 and open. Cameron and Schumann are 76 and open. The Mansers are at 70. Leibold and Arnold are at 89 and open. Allison and McKay are at 68. Doucette and Sampson at 80. And the Beelers, father and daughter, are at 76 and open. Well, we just had a big mark there.
Strike by
Carrie Getty.
Yeah.
Carrie Ketty had a strike. So that's going to help their cause.
Yes. Oh, Lorna, that was a fine try. Just a little thin, almost. Yeah.
Not like me at all, a little thin.
There, Lorna picks up an 8. Lorna loves to play softball too. A lot of these people who are bowlers are also into other
Yeah, they're-
sports. Yeah,
Sort of ties in with it, doesn't
that's
it?
right. Yes.
She picked up an 8, and that puts them at 103 after 9, so they're still in pretty good shape.
Yes. Oh, there. Lorna will be down on the center of this one. You watch.
Carrie picked up 7 on her first ball. She's got the
Yes.
bonus
Oh, she
ball
could
here
spare
now.
that.
She could very well.
Oh, she almost got it. She got 8. Oh,
Whoa,
Lorna.
Lorna.
I knew she'd be on that front one. Thought with a little bit of luck she'd have had that.
A little bit of luck, she'd have had it. Yep.
Nice 10 for Lorna.
Well, a 9 for Carey, and that puts them at 107, her and Alf Hopkins.
Yeah.
And Lorna picked up, what did she have on her last ball?
10.
A 10?
Yeah.
So that puts them at 113. So they're in pretty
Yeah.
good shape.
Now we have Donna.
Donna Lowther.
Yes.
And Noreen Allison.
Yeah.
Oh, and Donna goes right through.
Yeah.
So that gives them 16. 6 on the mark. That puts them at 92 after 8. And let's see what she gets in the box. Oh, she picks up a nice 9.
Yes.
So they're at 101. So
Yeah.
Donna, for relatively
year
no
bowler,
experience,
yes.
first year bowling,
Yes, doing very well.
and on TV too. So
Yes, yes.
she's coming through quite well.
She doesn't look a bit nervous.
No,
She
she
just looks
doesn't,
like
no.
she's
She
getting
just
the
looks
job
like she
done.
can cook. That's all.
Yeah. Noreen would like to have a big strike here.
Brenda Townsend over there trying to throw me off, over there winking and waving. She's our scorekeeper this afternoon.
Yeah.
She's been pretty busy too over there trying to keep
Yes.
these marks.
Yes, that's right.
Here's Noreen. This is Donna's last ball, so let's see what she can pick up here. Oh, she's down to the right-hand side.
Yeah.
She's going to have a 5 bucks. That's going to give them 106, I think.
Yeah. And Noreen has an 8. For
106.
and
Well, they're still in the hunt for sure.
Yes, that's right. And
Here's Jennifer Cameron, and Jennifer's bowling on a mark right now. And she picks up, oh,
4.
that ball.
Yeah,
That
not
pin
what
came
she
back
really
over, but it
wanted.
didn't do much.
Yeah, that's right.
Picked up 4 on it.
Yeah.
That
There's
puts them
Janice
at an
Doucette.
even 80. This is Janice Doucette right now.
She'd like to have a mark. They're just at par. Certainly not out of it if she could put a mark.
No,
in
that's
there.
right. Oh, there's a couple of spots up for grabs there yet.
Yes, that's right. Oh,
Oh,
there.
good hit for Janice.
Nice one. She did it.
She did it.
Yeah.
And a good 10 for Jennifer.
Yes.
And every pin counts right there,
It
too. They're
sure
at an
does.
even 90.
Because
So,
they're 90 and open and 90.
and
Yeah.
90s. Well, she'd like to mark here for sure.
Yes.
See what Janice can do on her mark.
Oh,
She's
missed
going to
the front
pick up,
one, but
just missed, yeah, she got lots of action. Picked up a nice 6. Oh,
Yeah.
Jennifer got down on the right. She'd like to have a 10 out of this to
yes,
give them an
she
even
would,
100.
Yeah.
Janice kind of threw that one away.
Yeah.
Oh, Jennifer picks up a
got her
nice 10.
10.
The pair of 10s
100.
there gives Jennifer and her partner,
100 even.
Dave Schumann, an even 100.
Oh, a nice 9 out of that.
Good 9
Janice.
for Janice. That's going to
What
put them to
does that-
105, I
Yeah.
think.
Yes.
So the
Right
hunt is
on.
still on there for the
Very close.
second, third, and fourth
yes,
places.
Are they ever? Yeah. Yeah, Maureen Beeler is open on a mark. Oh, you have her. Or I guess it's not
You
here.
have Maureen, I
Oh, I
think,
have
and I
Maureen,
think
yeah.
I have Cindy.
Oh, yes.
You're getting
Oh,
excited,
oh,
aren't you?
I am. So close over there. Oh, boy, Maureen. hits
Maureen with a
big
nice
bottom.
9-pin break.
Yes. Boy, that's going to put them right up there.
It
She's
certainly
open.
is.
885,
Oh, Cindy
and
just missed that pin.
Maureen would love to have this. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, nice.
yes. Yes,
Nice
sir.
one. That's going to help them.
95 and open.
Dad threw a spare, so she comes right back up and
Yes,
throws one.
Yeah. That
Not
makes
going to
3
let
in a
Dad
row
outdo
for
her,
them,
is
eh?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3 in a row.
So they're 95 and open. So this is a big, big ball for Maureen.
Maureen has here that she goes to St. Mary's, and she's graduating in May of '95 with a BA in and a criminology certificate.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
very smart young girl.
Yes. Maureen would like to have more than 4 on that.
There's a mark for Cindy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's too little too late or what here for Cindy Manser.
Yes, I think.
Oh, Maureen tried another one there. Wow.
Boy.
That was close. That would have given them 4 in a row.
Yeah. That's what's
They're at 99 right
Yes.
now. And this is going to give them, oh, she missed it.
108.
Another 9. They're 108, so that's going to put them in.
Yes. Yeah. Look at that. 108, 107, 108.
6 and 105.
Yes.
This
But
is
we
close.
got a 113 up
That's
there.
right.
Yeah. Cindy's on her mark.
Well, Cindy would have to pull off the impossible here.
Yeah. Wow, it's a
Well,
nice
she picks
finish.
up a good
It always makes you
8.
feel
Oh,
good to
yes,
go out
when
with
she
a
goes
mark.
out with a mark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
picked up 8 on it, gives them 18. And puts them
97.
at 97.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look at the scoreboard once we get over there on the scoreboard. And we have our winners, Lorna Leibold and Terry Arnold. They come out in first place with a big 113. Finishing in second place are the Bealers.
Yeah.
Charlie and Maureen with 108.
They started really late.
That's right. They came on strong. Yeah, they had 3 in a row there at the end. And then in for third place, Carrie Getty and Alf Hopkins with a 107. And then right behind them, we have, who is it?
Lothar and Cameron.
Lothar and Greg Cameron.
Yes.
And Donna Lothar with 106. And just behind them with a 105, we have Janice Doucette and Everett Sampson.
Yes.
And they just missed out by 1 pin getting in here. So we have our 4 finalists, and they'll move on to the competition. And I think the finals is going to be a 2-string total affair. So we have our 8 finalists coming up. And that should be quite a contest for sure.
Yes.
So our best here this afternoon are Lorna Leibold and Terry Arnold with a big 113. They were the tops here this afternoon. So we're going to sign off for now. So for my co-host, and this afternoon it was Norma Hilchey. Norma did a great job.
Bye.
We had a lot of fun. My name is Scotty Kane. Goodbye for now from the Big Shot Lanes here in Musquodoboit Harbor.